This flashlight was fairly cheap off of Amazon. It's the WdtPro LED flashlight, S3000. I don't remember what lumens it said it was, but it said it was pretty high lumens and it had a long battery life. It says it's super bright, 3 modes, zoom designable, water resistant, uses AA batteries. It says, caution, do not stare into beam. That's a good sign. It says, caution, batteries not included, do not use 3.7 volt 14500 lithium batteries. I do not think these are lithium batteries. I think they're, crud, I can't see right now. I think they're nickel something. But anyways, I don't think they're lithium. They're Energizer 2300 milliamp hour batteries. They're not new, so this isn't going to be a great test. But I think they're 1.7 volts. I don't know. So let's see how these not new rechargeable batteries work in this flashlight. Alright, very first thing, unscrewing this is fairly straightforward. Doesn't take a rocket science there. This looks like a pretty good setup right here. It's 4 AA batteries. See how easy they are to load. Hopefully, I don't want to have to be doing this on the trail, but it may be something I have to do. Okay, already. Okay, so there's this like notch up here. You have to put them in and then slide them down. That's a good design, actually. I'm gonna slide this other one in here, and you see the spring makes it obvious which way to go. But you have to load them up top, slide down. There we go, and that's pretty slick looking. And just slide that in here. This is a really great. This is pretty professional. Whoa. That is bright. That is bright. Caution, do not stare into beam. It screws right on. That is one serious, I don't know if you can see that. That is one serious beam there. Let's see if we can turn the lights off and come back. Actually, before we do that, there's this adjuster on the front. No. Somehow I turned it into... Well, there's supposed to be a way to... Oh yeah, there it is. See? That's getting wider and wider and wider. That's very helpful for big trails. That is still massive beam. Let's go turn the lights off and see what it looks like. Okay, this sucker is massively bright. I mean, like massive. I'm backing out. Look at that. That's insane. This is absolutely insane. Okay, now it's starting to get a little bit. It does run warm. But man, that is. I'm gonna be able to see with that. Really, in some nooks and crannies. Wow. Okay. Maybe we can take it outside real quick. Okay, it's really bright out here. There's no need to use a flashlight. You probably can't see on the GoPro, but it is very bright out here. So we're gonna go over here and take a look. We're gonna see. It gets a little dark over here. Let's see if this makes any difference for what you can see. Oh my goodness. That is so freaking bright. That is ridiculous. And it gets wider and wider and wider. I'm not sure if I'm on the high or the low setting. Oh no, that's too narrow. That's way too narrow. We probably are going to want the widest setting. If I push this button again, what happened? No. So, low. Flash. Super bright. This is the low setting, apparently. This is the flash setting. This is super bright. Okay. Look at that stop sign back there. in the super bright setting, it really lights up the stop sign. So the real test is we need to get to the trail and under the canopy and see what it looks like. I'm gonna shut this off now. I'm gonna get down there and take a look. Okay, it's really too bright for this test. It's not dark enough. It's like noise pollution over there and the sun's coming up. But I wanted to get a test before the morning. So let's see what this looks like. Oh my goodness. It's like daytime. I can like really see big time here. And I'm not gonna have any problem seeing if this light holds up like this. For the Arkansas Travel, this light is not lightweight. I can see all these roots just like the day. And in fact, at night I'm probably going to be almost walking anyway, so this is so easy. This is child's play. Let's see, is this the bright setting? This is probably the bright setting. Oh, okay, here's the dim setting. This is the setting I'm probably going to be using most of the time. It's still plenty bright. Turn that off and see. Oh yeah, it's kind of hard to see these roots, even though I mean, I will admit that there's plenty of daylight out, so you can see to walk right now. But so this isn't a good test because I didn't get up early enough this morning. Ate too many bananas and cereal, but there's one spot around here where it gets like super dark. But it's really too bright for me to show off this flashlight right now because I can see plain as day. But this is major bright, man. This is crazy. That's the, well, that, and we would want to be using the low setting. So the question is what is the battery power? How long are these batteries going to last on the low setting? I really don't know. Right now it is 1:42. So I need this thing to run for 12 hours, just like that. So it's like 8:06, and I didn't do very well. I've gone for quite a while. I don't remember when I started this light up. It's been running the whole time I was gone. I only got like 17 miles done, which is pretty embarrassing. It was extremely hot. But the point, I don't think that's the point. What we want to do is we want to see how this thing's doing. And I don't know how long has it been. Has it been 4 or 5 hours? It's been running on low this whole time. Here's what we got. Doesn't look too bad. It's a fairly decent circle. I can use that. Of course, it's pretty dark. I mean, it's still pretty bright outside. This is the low setting. It was quite a bit brighter earlier. But about 12 hours, the sun should be coming out. It's 4:06 in the morning. The flashlight is helping me, is able to make me, I can read my watch with the flashlight without using the backlight on the watch, which is a good thing. Because the backlight on the watch tends to drain the battery really bad. I'm entering the canopy. This is where it gets really ugly for me, and I can't see hardly anything in the mornings. As you can see, the visibility is really bad right now at 4 a.m. in the morning. In fact, I'm already off the trail, I think. No, seem to be on the trail. But with the ambient light over on the left, it's hard to tell whether I'm able to see. I can see roots, but having to hold the flashlight in front of me quite a bit. There's a setting to change the focus. So I can't jog with this. But again, these batteries have been drained for like, what, 12 hours? Okay, I'm getting away from the distracting ambient light. And I can see better with this flashlight. Okay, let's turn it completely off. Yeah, I definitely can't see. I can see the trees, but I cannot see where I'm going. It's like completely dark. I can't even walk in this without the light. With the light, this is the bright setting apparently. Better. This is the low setting, I think. Again, it's been running for about 12 hours. It is quite warm out here, even at 4 in the morning. I'm going to turn on the low beam. It'll probably start on high beam first. Oh my gosh. Woo, that's bright. Okay, here's the low beam. I do not need the high beam for sure. This is joggable. Camera is rolling. This is child's play. It's so bright. There we go. You know, I need to get to the other side as quickly as possible because I need to check out the gravel, what that looks like. In fact, this is so good I can probably widen this beam now. So here's flight training. That's normally bicycles go down that, but I walked down it the first time, and the second time I just took like this little shortcut that's unauthorized. If you're in a race, you would get disqualified probably for taking that. So I'm going to turn this on and see how well it does with the potholes, if it comes on. This flashlight is a little flaky, to be honest. Okay, so it lights up like a dime. It's perfect. It lights up both sections of the road, of the double track. There's some deer up there. Can't see them. And off they go. But you can see the visibility is so clear here. So really, what it boils down to is this flaky shifting of the light. The power button on this light is messed up. Could just be I got a bad model. If I order another one, it might work. And the battery runtime isn't that great, even on the lowest setting. It's 5:30 in the morning and it's crazy warm. Is that a little frog? I think it's a frog. Yeah, I think it's a frog. A really baby frog. Anyway. Up we go again. So the power switch is a bit of an issue, and you may not be able to run this thing on low for 12 hours straight. You may even on low have to change the batteries. But the low setting, this is the low setting, and it's really good. So what I would probably recommend for most people, if you're going to do like the Arkansas Traveler or overnight gravel, is, overnight multi-day thing, and I'm not a professional, but I would say get 2 of these, or 2 similar things. Get 2 of them, put one in your first dark drop bag, right after it starts hitting twilight. When you expect to hit twilight, put it in there so it's there for you ready, because you're not going to need it when the sun goes down. Probably you'll probably have like another hour before you actually are completely dead in the water, particularly if you eat healthy foods. But after that hour goes out, you're going to be out of luck if you ain't got no light. So pick up that one at that first rest stop right when the sun's going down, because you may need it a little early. And then throw another one of these at the halfway mark, maybe a little bit after the halfway mark, with fully charged batteries, probably Sony WdtPros for the best. Use those batteries in both of them for the best results. The Energizers will probably work, but they're not the best. They're not the absolute premium. Make sure that they're new. They may say pre-charged. Don't count on that. Go ahead and charge it yourself. All this breath I'm using talking is probably diverting from my ability to climb this hill. So use Sony WdtPros. Swap this out about halfway, or a little over halfway, and that should get you to sunlight. And if you're doing this for days, you may have to get like several pairs. Okay, here's one good thing about this. This camera caught this with this flashlight. Without this flashlight, I would have stumbled right into that. One of the bad things about doing this in the middle of the day, or right in the early morning, is that you run into all these spider webs, and I could have gotten bit by whatever that thing is. I don't know if it's like seriously poisonous, but see, this flashlight caught this for me. All right, well, I'm about to tear this down. Well, I only got part of it. I'm gonna find another stick. They're still haven't cleared it out. All right, it's cleared. Hopefully I haven't ticked the spider off too much. I'm going through. Same situation we had a few days ago. Yes, there is a lot of ambient light, but as you can see, it hasn't even been 12 hours. It's been probably about 10, I guess. And the light is significantly dim. If we look on the other side, while there is a cast, and you may not be able to see it on the camcorder, it is very dim. So the light could be used in an emergency situation after 10 hours. It's not something you would really want to rely on out there. It's pretty doggone dim. Even if I turn this light over here off, it's very dim. So I think probably this light would be good for about 5 hours on the low beam setting. Then you're gonna have to change the batteries out.